So the problem with getting these for Christmas gift cards is that then I think I have an unlimited amount of money to spend, even if I have to use my debit card. And then before I know it, I'm at like $5 in my total account. So the first tip is to redefine your wants and needs. This means just making a simple list of things that you actually need versus things that you just want. I'm sure a lot of you, just like me, would shop every single day. One, if we had the time, and two, if we had the money. But I know that making this list has actually helped me personally. It helps me decide, oh, do I need this sweater or do I just want this sweater? And if it's more of a want, then I try to think of, if I bought it, would I still be able to make my car payment and get gas, etc., things like that. So I know this list making is just a good start to kind of get you started on determining what really you need versus what's just kind of something you want. My second tip is a pretty simple one. It's just to try to limit yourself to one want purchase per paycheck. That means if you've had your eye on those pair of heels for a couple weeks, well, with the paycheck you get, go ahead and buy those, treat yourself, but then that's the only want purchase you can make. All the rest of the money needs to go to things that you need to pay for, like food, gas, electric, any kind of bill payments you might have. This one's pretty simple. It can be really tough if you love to shop like me, but once you get started with it and making the one purchase thing a habit, then it's a lot easier to be able to save your money and become more money conscious too. The third tip is to actually create a budget and stick to it. This might sound really boring and super hard to do, but if you kind of set a budget for what you need to spend for each category, like utilities, gas, car payments, things like that, then you should be able to distribute your money evenly, and then you'll be able to figure out how much extra spending money you'll have to, get that sweater you wanted or that new TV or something like that. So you should just try to make a budget that you can stick to. Don't try to get crazy, but make one that you can accomplish and just stick to it. A fourth tip I have for you guys is a pretty small one actually, but it can definitely make a big difference too. It's to save any kind of change that you might get. For example, you can save like every $5, like literally a $5 bill every time you get one. You can create like nice jar, or like decorate a jar for it and just kind of have that as your little savings jar, or even change, of course, like a piggy bank, save as much change as you can, or even every time you get a $1, at least put $1 in there, and before you know it, it will add up. Again, I know this seems really tiring and boring, and how am I going to be able to do this? If you start little, then you'll be able to start making larger choices to save larger amounts of money, which of course will help you in the long run for sure. So the fifth saving option I actually found on Pinterest. I'm sure you could find it elsewhere as well. It's from Dave Ramsey. He's a financial something. Basically, he knows money and saving. So what it is you take a certain percentage out of your paycheck, take the cash, and put it in a specific envelope for each category. It could be like utilities, car, transportation, food, things like that. So you'll have specific envelopes for each category, and you'll have a certain amount of money in each one, and that is the money that you can spend on that, nothing else. There are many different combinations between the percentages and the specific categories you have, and obviously you're going to want to base that on what you pay for. For example, if I don't have a car, I'm not going to have an envelope that is for my car payment. you know, or for gas, things like that. So check out the link below, and it'll help you kind of determine what categories are good for you and what percentage is also good for you to take out of your paycheck to put into those envelopes. I will give a little side note to the envelope system though, and say that I have found that some people swear by this and other people absolutely hate it. So I would just recommend trial and error, you know, trying it out for a little while, seeing if it's something that you feel comfortable with or that works for you. If it does, then you can, you know, keep going with it. And if it doesn't, obviously you can stop. So that's why I really recommend doing your research and just kind of figuring out what combinations would work best for you. So I wish you all good luck, happy 2015, and happy saving. See you guys later.